let's get into it. All right, 3, 2, 1. Of All Things Radio, what's going on, y'all? It's JAYVIBEZ. We are back at it with another special guest. We're out here in Austin, Texas. Now, my next special guest doesn't need an introduction, but you know I gotta give him one. All right, he's been all over the country spreading his music and positivity and messages all across the globe. He has a new EP out right now called Serotonin. He also has amazing hits like Drew Barrymore and La La Land. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up, the one and only Mr. Bryce.
Wow, thank you.
Let's go.
To be nominated is an honor.
Dude, first things first, how's your day?
Real good, man. Yeah, started off the day with a little workout, which rarely happens that I wake up on time where I actually get to do something before sound check, meet and greet, and the show. So today's a good day.
Yeah, and now that you did some yoga, you kind of centered yourself, you feeling up for tonight's show?
Sure, yeah. No, I feel great, man. Yeah. This is one of my favorite cities to play, honestly.
Really?
Because it's like young and cool, and everyone's tattooed. It just feels like
Austin's weird.
First world, man. I love that. Yeah, the weirder the better.
True that.
Feels like a bunch of kids at Hogwarts.
So how's the tour been going so far?
Long.
Yeah?
But amazing. Yeah, amazing. Like, you know, to be honest with you, to this day, like, because I've been doing it for so long, I never know, or I never have the mentality that people are going to, like, show up.
Okay.
You know, like, because I'm still stuck in the mindset of, like, that kid playing in a backyard in a punk band. And, like, if 5 people are there, I'm like terrified. Yeah. You know, I don't get terrified anymore, but I still have that thing where I'm like, I wonder if anyone's going to come see the show. And then when there's thousands of people in there, I'm like, all right, it's time to go.
It's time. Now I'm feeling their energy and I'm ready.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I want to give it all, you know. I want to, like, there's no show where I want to feel like I have energy left at the end.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You want to give it completely.
Leave it all out there. Yeah.
I agree, dude. And that's badass. I've seen you once before. It was definitely a couple of years back during like Carnival. Yeah. And amazing show. You know, I assume you're going to kill it again tonight. You always bring that, 110 energy. I do want to talk to you about your most recent EP, Serotonin. Can you break down everything about it? What's it about, the meaning behind it, and how long it kind of took you to produce it?
Yeah. So, I haven't put out a project in a while, but like, I knew it was time. As soon as I heard a fan told me, they were like, your music is instant serotonin. And I was like, oh yeah, that's it. And we immediately started thinking, like, what brought us serotonin before we were here all the time? You know, just here or here or here. And we realized, like, we used to daydream a lot when we were kids. Yep. You know, I say we, me and my creative director, who's obviously watching right here. But that was like a big part of childhood, you know, coming up with stuff, being innovative even in stupid little ways.
And that adrenaline rush you get from it.
Yeah, you know, so we kind of tried to bring that back, even with the visuals of this, just like what that feeling was like when you just get to put down your phone for an hour and like listen through an entire vinyl record or climb a tree or whatever the hell it is. So it's very much nostalgic, which is why the first record on there is called Nostalgia.
Yeah, Nostalgia is actually my favorite track off the EP.
Let's go.
Which the music video, AI kind of developed and everything like that. Can you talk about that? Like, what sparked that idea?
Honestly, it's cheaper. It's 100% cheaper, and it's cool the fact that we're able to do this stuff. Every time I see this AI stuff, a part of me is a little nervous because I go back to the movie The Matrix, and I remember when Morpheus says, the death of humanity started with the birth of AI. And I was like, whoa, now it's like, I mean, the cover of the EP is a dog that makes you feel really good. It's just like a, a dog on the front. That dog doesn't exist. That's a fake animal. Yeah. But what really messes you up is why do you still feel great when you see it? Yeah. You know, it's like, okay, so now there's going to be photos and history. You know, people won't be able to reference Google Images anymore at some point. Yeah. We're not going to know what the hell is going on, but it's kind of fun to play with right now. Yeah. It's in its like infant stage.
Dude,
you know?
Incredible and insane. I recently saw an interview you did a couple of weeks back, maybe a month ago, where someone did an AI, the ChatGPT, where you got to kind of interview yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, what was that like? That was kind of creepy and crazy. Like,
it's uncomfortable to hear yourself speak words you've never said. You know? Yeah. You only hear that in your inner monologue usually, but it's like, it feels a little intimate. It's kind of weird to do in front of a whole crowd. I highly suggest it. That was at an interview. That was on this tour, but I'd never heard that. But that's where it's gotten.
Yeah.
You can literally hear your own voice say things you never said. What's going to happen when people are using that as evidence?
Dude, oh my God. Receipts, bro.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be crazy.
I didn't say that. Well, we have here.
Your voiceover or like, dude, yeah, that's how they're going to hack everything these days, man.
And you see all the like the memes and stuff where they're having like a love song between Drake and Elon Musk and it sounds real.
even I saw someone did a Twitter breakdown recently where he was like, yo, I'm gonna make a Kanye song, and he wrote lyrics as if he were Kanye, and then he put Kanye's AI voiceover over it, and man, I'll tell you what, it was almost a spitting image. I was like, dude,
I'm telling you, man, it's not gonna make art easier.
It's not,
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool with certain things of like. You said this earlier in that same interview where you were like, okay, if you want to send somebody a sample if like, hey, I want to feature Coldplay or I want to do a sample with Halsey or something like that, you could send them a sample of them singing the hook and to see they get an idea of what that sounds like.
And which is great. If you're a writer and you're writing for other people and you have an idea for Coldplay, Gorillaz, whatever that is, and you're like, and want to put their voice on it so they can hear themselves, yeah, it's literally the best tool on the planet.
Yeah.
If you're an artist, it's a terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah. So
but I'm rolling with it.
Dude, once upon a time, you did an audition and were kind of going into the role of the TV thing with the whole Glee project.
Yeah.
Now, do you ever find yourself going back to like the TV and media side of things, or?
I found out that I'm not great. Yeah, I kept getting told to like audition. I read some like little, what's it called? Where self-tapes and stuff like that. Unless I'm singing it, I can't remember dialogue. Like unless it's sung. I'm trying, just to do it. Yeah. Just for fun, but it doesn't come natural like lyrics do. Like I can remember a song lyric from a song I heard one time 10 years ago. Yeah. If it's sung. Yeah. It's just a melody song, but I cannot do that with dialogue. Dang, especially since I didn't write it.
Would you ever experiment with like short films or anything like that with any upcoming projects? Or?
Of course. As long as it says Finn at the end. I always wanted to be in a movie that just says Finn.
That's the last cut scene.
Yeah, wow, that made no sense. Yeah. That's brilliant.
Honestly, films like that, the weird ones are like the coolest. So I don't know.
Bro, sometimes. We watched one last night called Skinamarink.
What the hell?
Have you heard of it?
I think
you're cheering it on. You thought it was brilliant, didn't you? Yeah, I didn't think it was brilliant. I thought I was kind of watching somebody else's nightmare, but like happened over an hour and a half. I don't know. It was weird.
Definitely,
it was a weird one. But that was one of those experimental films where critics love it, artsy guys love it. The guys behind the camera. Yeah. Maybe I just didn't get it. And I thought I was an artsy guy.
It'd be like that sometimes, man.
It'd be like that.
There's a short film Chance the Rapper did a while back. It's called Mr. Happy on YouTube. It's just a video of him trying to like kill himself, kind of. But it's very trippy, weird. It's like 20 minutes. It's a weird thing.
It can be done right.
Yeah.
There's Lil Dicky did one where he's talking to his brain, but he's singing and rapping to his brain the whole time. You seen that? Mm-hmm. That was crazy. Man. I'm like, hats off for sure.
Boom. You get it. They get it. So now that an EP's officially dropped, like you said, you haven't dropped a project in a while. Is this going to lead to a potential new album, or we looking at just an EP for now?
Yeah, 100%. If it was just up to me, it would be absolutely that'd be the case. But I work with a record label, so who knows?
Yeah. It's they could put stuff on the back burner. They can tell me it's green lit, red lit.
They can't stop me from putting out music, but it's like we'll have like an idea, and then we talk to people, and then they're like, "Okay, how about this?" And we're like, "Oh, all right,
okay, yeah." I guess we'll go in that direction.
Yeah. But I'm putting out a new song that'll be added on to this Serotonin project.
Okay,
it's called "The Kids Are Not All Right." Ooh. So it's a little bit darker of a version of all this serotonin, dopamine kind of feel, because I was thinking about all the things that give us dopamine once we get older, almost like a one-up.
Yeah.
That might not necessarily be good for us in the long run. No. I was diagnosed with depression and ADD by the time I was like 12, 13. So I was medicated with Ritalin and Prozac at a real young age. And I had to dial it back myself as I got older so that I could like get a personality back and like be happy. And that's kind of why I started writing songs, because I didn't really have anyone to like relate to that young about those things.
Yeah.
But now I see it overprescribed all the time.
Constantly.
All these things. Like if you have an issue, there's a pill. I don't know if that's always the way it should be.
Yeah, I agree 100%. There's definitely other
legal drug dealers.
Yeah, and it's totally taking over by far to a dramatic extent, which should be watched a little more closely.
That's kind of what Gold Rush is about. Because I was on a beach in Tulum, I remember, and I met this girl who had her back to the ocean. She was just on whatever pharmaceutical drugs she can get because it's easy to get in Mexico. Mm-hmm. And she was just on her phone with her back to this beautiful side of the ocean. And I was like, man, something's wrong here. You know, I wasn't even trying to judge. It was just seemed off, you know, like part of that childhood innocence was like lost completely. You know?
Just drugged.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad to see, man. It's crazy the times we're living in,
but I get it too because of the times we're living in.
Yeah,
like the entire planet went through a traumatic experience all at the same time with COVID. That's gotta affect us.
Yeah,
and I've never seen more. Yeah, I've never seen more people traumatized without like really having anywhere to put that trauma, except for maybe into ingesting something that helps it for a moment. So I get it.
Yeah,
you know, I've even imbibed.
You definitely hear it in your music too. Talk about these issues and these problems and the daily things that people go through but don't normally speak about, which I just find overall beautiful and fucking fantastic.
Well, those were all my favorite songs when I was growing up, man. Okay. You're like the artists that would kind of talk about something other than what you would expect. Like my favorite band is Third Eye Blind. Everyone's like, what?
Shout out.
But they have songs about dealing with drug abuse that sound really happy. Like it sounds motivational, you know, getting through that. And then they have songs about like a girl who went through domestic violence and how you feel the sparks on her skin when you graze her. It's like, these are not easy subjects to talk about, but they happen to people. And like, it would be nice for them to have something to listen to where they feel related to or at least empathize with.
Yeah, exactly. Because no one wants to feel alone. No. Especially if they can resonate with a song, a melody, a hook, something to just bring them a little more down to earth instead of them trying to chase the dragon.
And I didn't even realize I was doing it, man. Somebody else brought it up. It's like, you know, all your songs are very sad subject matter wise. You know, it was like, not all of them, but a lot of them. Like even the Loud Luxury song is like, you like to drink and to smoke to take away the pain. It's like, it's not a happy thought, but you know, I think that's what makes it like a little more honest. I hope.
Hey, it'd be like that. I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe it strays from your New York roots. You know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Someone being from New York and then moved to LA at, you know, a young age. Do you ever picture what life would be like if you would have stayed in New York?
That's a good question. No, I mean, I'm a Sun kid. You know, so like,
West Coast all day.
Yeah. I've especially realized like I came into this tour thinking I was going to be like writing every day and have like a schedule. You get to like 4 or 6 cold ass cities down where there's no sunlight and you're just sitting on the bus. And I'm like, no, I don't feel like writing anything.
Yeah.
And I went to school in Boston, you know, and like, I remember it being really hard to write in that environment for me. So, no, I have to be in the sunlight to like, you know,
soak up the sun, baby.
To bring that energy to the music. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good to hear, man. So, sidetrack, you know, how's the love life going? Everything going? What is anything?
The like life is great.
Okay.
Yeah, I like a lot of people. You know? But no, I got out of a relationship maybe like 8 months ago. That was turned out to be a lot more toxic than I thought it would be.
They always are. Yeah. They always are. I hear that. I mean, I feel like it's so hard to date these days, or even just figure whatever it is that's going on now.
Dude, there's so many distractions.
I know.
There's so many distractions.
This right here. Just,
yeah, you can swipe left, swipe right all day long.
DMs, notifications. I mean,
it never ends.
Yeah.
There's plenty of stuff to keep your interest, you know, but nah, man, I'm single, but I'm happy with it. Like, this is probably the happiest I've been, like single on my own, not having to call home, just like being on the road, just out there and the freedom to write what I want to write. And yeah.
Now, do you see something like a tour as more like straight up work, or is it like vacation in a sense?
It's like vacation in a sense until about that like 4-week point.
Okay.
Where you're exhausted and you've sweat so much. You know, the show's an hour and a half. So, and I put a lot of energy into it. And I like meeting fans ahead of time, you know, but that takes a lot of energy just to talk to them and hear their stories and all that. So it's the best part of the job for sure. Like I love being out on the stage. I love communicating with them, throwing people the mic, let them have their moment, you know. But it gets exhausting, no doubt.
Yeah, I can imagine because it's rough, especially being on the road and then constant shows, and you're giving 110% energy every show.
Got to.
I mean, dude, worldwide.
I intend to have people come back. You know?
Oh, of course. Bro, I'm back. It's been years, but I'm back. You know, I'm here for this.
Appreciate it.
Hey, it's 2023. We just dropped a project at the beginning of the year. What's the rest of the year looking like after the tour?
Dude, we go right back out.
Okay.
Right back out. I play a lot of colleges.
Okay.
Which is great, but yeah, they're all fly days. So fly out one day, next day's the show, fly home, do it again 3 days later. You know, and that's all the way through April. Then we have The Kids Are Not Alright coming out. And then I have like 4 more songs ready to go that I want to attach to the Serotonin project.
Yeah.
But yeah, just keep releasing music. Then we have shows through the summer.
Nice. Do you have any upcoming collaborations that you could speak on?
No.
Okay. He's like, bro, there's a camera. Like, I can't say anything.
If it's you and me talking.
Yeah, I got it. We'll talk more behind closed doors. That's all good. Bryce, dude, thank you so much for taking this time, sitting down with me. Is there anything, last minute things you want to cover and let the people know about?
Follow me on TikTok.
Hell yeah, y'all. Bryce Vine in the building. Of All Things Ready, y'all. My name is JAYVIBEZ. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you stream the latest EP, Serotonin, out right now. Bryce Vine is in the building. If he's in a city next to you, pull up to the show, grab a ticket. It's going to be something you wish you attended. Until next time, we're out. Sheesh. Bryce.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, brother.
Cheers.